Hi, honeys, kettles, tea stirs. You here for hot tea? All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Y'all, I almost didn't come and make this video today. I literally have my bathing suit on, and I'm telling my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh, let's go to the pool, let's go hang out, let's go vibe for today, let's go reset. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot. We were supposed to go live last night. Me and my husband, we ended up going to get some food. And then you know how you get full and sleepy. So and then we got home late too. So I didn't even get home around 9 in the time to be able to even go live. But y'all, my birthday is coming up. My birthday is coming up. I'm so excited. Big Leo, not the little one. Shout out to all of the Leos. It is Leo season, even though we know every year round is Leo season. And we kind of just tolerate the rest of you all, putting up, throwing up y'all signs and all of that stuff throughout the year. We kind of just tolerate that. But the world knows that, the world revolves around Leo. The sun, clearly, like, come on. That's why so many people be so jealous of the Leos. Shouts out to all of the Leos. My birthday is coming up. And shout out to everybody that's been reaching out to me, asking me about my Cash App. Because y'all know when that whole Cancer Hunter situation was going on, I had switched up my Cash App and stuff. So I did get a new Cash App. And it's H4HT if you want to send me some birthday love. But let's get into this video, y'all, because Nostradamus, I don't know, I'm still on her ass. And also, before we get into this video, y'all, please visit h4ht.com, shop some of the merch. I got a lot of merch. I just dropped some birthday merch, and it's basically rep your age merch, basically. My fine wine collection. I got 20 fine, 30 fine, 40 fine, 50 fine, 60 fine, whatever fine. If you are, interested, I have my Baho shirts. I have my Baho mugs, mainly in white because, mainly in white. I still have to gift some Baho mugs to, I think, like 3 people, and I still haven't gotten a chance to do that, y'all. I'm just gearing up for my birthday. I cannot wait. I just can't wait. But yeah, shouts out to everybody that's here in the building. Thank you, Words Do Matter, for being a new member. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Pisces Live. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Kat. Hi, Rosie. How are you? Who is that? Linnell. Hi. I'm sorry I missed your name. You had just put a J in the comment section. Hi, Ramisha. Hi, Kai TG. Purple Unicorn. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for being up in here. Lady for the Jobs. Hi. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Anita. Hi, everyone. Hi, Kim, Crystal, Angie, Mama, Bama. Well, what's that? Mama Damma. Tina Turner, hi. Hey, everyone. Thank y'all for joining. Dragonfly Alchemist. Generic name. What's up, generic name? Generic name, I'm getting accustomed to you. Shouts out to you for being over on my channel and always dropping good comments in the comment section. I appreciate you truly. You tickle the shit out of me sometimes. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Dudes. Hi, unapologetically Angela. Hi, Sabrina, Irene, Gigi, Mills, Red Phone, Angel. Hey, y'all, what's up? Let's get into it. So, we gotta still talk about Nostradamus. I didn't get a chance to break down the interview that she did with B. Simone. Is her NBA, well, she calls it her NBA interview, Never Broke Again. Yes, happy birthday, Sabrina. Happy birthday, big Leo, not the little one. And August Leo should never be mistaken for them July Leos. Any issues you've ever had with a Leo, it had to be a July Leo, okay? Because they're not even on our same vibration. Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining. Okay. Oh, and shout out to Miss Robin for ordering yesterday. I appreciate you so much. Shouts out to you. Okay, y'all, but we gotta talk about Never Broke Again, Stormi, Nostradamus, this cow situation. And before we get into it, let me go over to her Instagram and let me see. I'm sure she hasn't posted. Let me see. I'm sure she hasn't responded to it. Of course not. Hold on. We're going to look to see what she's saying. Okay, but she might try to, brush this under the rug. She probably not going to say nothing, y'all, but we'll see. And we'll see. She probably just going to end up paying Cal to keep him quiet and then having him sign an NDA or, not being able to talk about it. Now my daughter's birthday was yesterday. What does she fall under? Girl, you got a Jalalio child. I don't know, girl. I don't know, child. I don't know. I can't rock with the Jalalios, child. I don't know, girl. She is a Leo, but she ain't one of us, okay? She a Stormi and Wanda Leo. They Jalalios. And girl, them Jalalios is problematic, okay? So we gonna pray for you, boo. We gonna pray for you. Okay? Cause she gonna give you a run for your money. You said your baby birthday is Sunday. Happy birthday to your baby. And shouts out to all of the Leos because we just represent what the world wants to be. And that's just what it is, Anybody that say otherwise, I don't want to be no Leo, you're a hater and you're a fucking liar. You do want to be me. Okay? That's such a Leo thing to say, like, girl, get over yourself. Don't nobody want to be your ass. Shit. What's in my pocket, dog? Big face, hon, has just left the mall. Bought everything. Okay, let me stop. But seriously. Y'all, I'm just full of myself. Shout out to all of y'all. I'm so excited because I'm celebrating. Y'all celebrate my birthday all month. So pray for Tech Guy, y'all. I be stressing him out, okay? I be stressing his ass out. He don't get the rest. He an old ass man. All he want to do is sleep all the time. He want to just hang out, vibe. We don't do that, okay? This is my season. Even though the world revolves around me every day. The world really revolves around me in August. The sun is just hot. Have y'all went outside? Again, it's August the 1st. The sun is hot as hell, okay? It's hot. It's all about us. Beaming on us. Yes, pray for Tech Guy. Everybody put prayer hands in the chat right now. Everybody got to pray for chat. Bow your heads, everybody. Lord, we want you to give Tech Guy all the strength and the money and the financials he need in order to sustain this month. Because Here for Hot Tea does not plan on budgeting at all. We plan on going to every state. We plan on traveling and jumping from state to state 3 weeks straight, all August. Please give him the strength and the courage and the male chesticles to be able to withstand my passive aggression if things does not go my way. But things will go my way. Because God, you're giving him the strength to make sure everything goes my way. And you're going to make sure you align his pockets fully. Because we have all these bills. And he is going to pay them all. And he's going to pay for all 3 of these trips this month. And he has to pay for grandma cataract surgery. And he has to pay for Zaza to get her surgery. And all in a month. before the holiday season, before we take grandma on another vacation. Yes, God, you have blessed him to be the best man he could possibly be for me. And every year in August, he truly lives up to everything you have blessed him to be. Amen.
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 That's it.
Ted got more patience. Ted God better go sell some elbow.
Better sell
some elbow picks.
Oh shit. Damn.
Y'all
tag y'all favorite credit repair lawyer.
Yes. Oh, yes. Also, please bless Tech God with the ability to be able to get monetized on YouTube so he could still be able to maintain my lifestyle. We love him so much. He is such a kind, gentle, loving, respectful man. Yes, sir. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Yes, Tech God will be blessed to be able to take care of me. He just took my niece's school shopping, y'all. Tech God got it hard, okay? School is around my birthday, okay? We got to do what we got to do.
Not empty your pockets.
Empty your pockets. Uh-huh. What, how it go? Hands up, cash out, buddy.
Yeah.
Gross sisters. Oh yes, that's how me and the gross sisters. Yes. Okay. Hands up, cash out. Okay, y'all. But no, seriously, let's get into this video. Yeah, y'all are so funny. Hey everybody. Hey y'all. Let's get into this video. We gotta talk about Nostradamus. Okay, so it's no secret, Nostradamus, in my opinion, scammed, what's his name? Cal. So, y'all already know, Cal. First of all, I was waiting on Tooth and Nail for Truty to drop her video. Weren't we all? Weren't we all waiting on Tooth and Nail for her to drop her video? Okay, but, okay, hold on. Let me go to Cal first. Let's go to Cal. All right. So Cal dropped this just a few days ago, basically exposing Nostradamus, etc. Something that's interesting to note is this post right here, you can no longer find on the Shade Room. She also apparently edited this post right here and took Cal's name out of it. And people are saying she had did that within a few hours of her creating this. I'm just bringing that to y'all attention. Okay. So she does an interview. So she does an interview with B. Simone, and this is what we want to talk about. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
I think it's a great idea. House sitters get somewhere to stay, and we, the house owners, get someone
to talk about. All right, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not really trying to be speaking through this interview too long, because Nostradamus is a liar, and that's what we about to do. We are about to compare the interview that she did here with Carlos King to the interview that she did here with B. Simone to the messages that is here in Cal's statement. And I really just want to walk down all of this, and we're going to do it together. Y'all are about to see how much work y'all are about to see first glance how much work it takes to really break down these videos and really piece a lot of this stuff together, and we're gonna do it together. So, okay, so this might be a long video, I don't know. Hey y'all, what's up? Yeah, B. Simone is you know, yeah, y'all, Tech Guy is a super saver actually. Yeah,
I seen Julius on Everybody Hates Chris.
Girl, no, not no Julius. He be wanting to be Julius, but no. Talk about Julius, yes. he be wanting to be Julius for real. But he got to be Julius so he can invest all his coins into my like Tech Guy is weird. Like he really will not buy himself nothing. And I be like, baby, buy yourself something.
Bought a video game.
He don't buy himself nothing. But he will buy me everything. Well, I'd be like, Tech Guy, I need this. Chuck it up.
About car parts.
Yeah, car part. But so anyways, yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's go ahead and start comparing, y'all. Oh my gosh, this gonna be long. First, I want to give, and I also want to give my thoughts. Stormi is probably gonna play this as the victim per usual. So apparently, the blogger that she invests her money in, and that's no problem, but we just calling it what it is, stated from what somebody told me that Cal had been paid, I forgot, okay, but apparently he's trying to say that Cal had been paid fat lump sums of money, or he had been paid money allegedly. So basically insinuating that Cal had been paid, okay? Now, and saying this with a matter, like I know for a fact, like saying this matter of factly, right? So that leads me to rewind back to Queen Sheba, okay? Because one of Queen Sheba's complaints was, somebody said, Tech God, do you have a single brother? One of his brothers are married, and his other brothers are too young. And then his other brother is he in a relationship now? He in a relationship. But 3 million. Okay. So he alleged that Cal had been paid $3 million, right? And it brings me back to what Queen Sheba was reporting on in her video, when she said that she feels like that person had also got her information from Nostradamus, because she had ordered. She also stated that she had an issue or a complaint, and just the track record is just seeming like anytime she may have an issue with somebody, or somebody is calling her out about something or another, whatever the case may be, there he is. And like I said, there's no problem with that, because people are going to ride with who they want to ride with. But one thing that I know for a fact, we don't have any of Peggy Hager's personal information or nothing like that. Or, and I'm saying that to say, because Peggy was once really good fans of Mel's or something, and then she fell out with liking Mel, and now she's all into Dusty Dan, or whatever the case may be. Again, there's no issue with people liking who they want to like. I'm just making a few comparisons, okay? Because she was also a client of, not a client, but a customer of Mel's. Anyways, with that being said, how would a person know that Cal was paid $3 million? Let's start with that question first. Even if he was paid $3 million, how would that person know that he was paid, $3 million? And again, when you start to go think about the video that Queen Sheba made, you start to really say like, hey, some of these things are starting to make sense, So, hold on. Okay. This is something that I felt to be interesting, okay? So So, and y'all probably already seen these comments or whatever. People were already reading these comments. But I am just sitting on live with y'all, doing some research and breaking things down. Y'all are just on live with me, and we just breaking it down together and making sense of all of this. Because everybody like to say that we're haters, we're crazy, this, that, and the third. But if you're paying attention, some of this stuff is not making sense. And the reason why it's not making sense because people are trying to act as if they are not involved in the way in which they are, or people are trying to act as if they are not what they actually are. Okay. All right. So what I thought was interesting about this was Uppity Unicorn says, "Hey Cal, I'm the content creator who called for a boycott of Canvas products until Stormi proceeded to right some wrongs. I made a retraction of that boycott after 2 days, fearing Melody Cherie would be blamed for my independent actions. Stormi proceeded to pay YouTuber Anthony Lofties to get my YouTube channel demonetized, false flagging the public domain picture I used for the boycott thumbnail as owned under the non-existent business Stormi Steele Photography. I lost 3 months of income just before my mother cancer diagnosis because Stormi didn't like what I had to say about her return policy and bullying. I still won't be paid until mid-August. My most recent YouTube where is it? Oh, my most recent YouTube cash was issued in my most recent YouTube check was issued in March. I represent Stormi's target audience. I'm not the only content creator she's targeted, okay? What I thought was interesting was the fact that Cal says, "Hey Uppity, while I can't formally comment on your account, I just wanted to say thank you for sharing your story, and I am so sorry to hear about all of this that happened to you. I was so disappointed to find out after the fact about Stormi paying money to AL. I wasn't privy to their conversations, but I found it to be so inappropriate regardless." Okay? So to me, I thought that was interesting, right? Because he's basically saying, and I just want to read this part again. He says, "I was so disappointed to find out after the fact about Stormi paying money to AL. I wasn't privy to their conversations, but I found it to be so inappropriate regardless." To me, hold on, I have to switch back to the comment sections, y'all, because just so I can see what y'all saying. But to me, it seems as though Kyle is insinuating, right, that they are communicating, you know what I'm saying, like on the phone, like they're communicating. He's basically letting it be known, like he wasn't okay with it, and he was disappointed at that she sent him money. Another reason why he was probably disappointed that she sent him money was the fact that the bookkeeping. Why are you sending him money? In my opinion, I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm just trying to make sense of all of this. My brain is going multiple different directions when it comes to breaking this down, because that's kind of how it is in real life. And I'm just doing it live. But I look at it like this. As a Black woman that owns a business, because this is what I mean when I say no matter what, you can have as much money as you want. If your mind is poverty stricken, that's what your outcome technically is going to be. That doesn't mean you're going to be back in poverty, but it means your thought process is of a poverty state. And when you are elevating your life and you are making decisions in that mind frame, no matter how much money you have, you are always going to be affected. For example, Stormi allegedly makes all of this money, yet is in all of this debt. Why? Because of her poverty mindset, in my opinion. But anyways, so going back to what I was saying, as a Black woman, when you own a business and majority of your customers are Black women, and a Black woman that you were friends with that put you on a show to expose your business even more, who is like your cast member, gets on the internet and says, hey, you know, this blogger is this blogger is that, this blogger is this blogger is that. You know what I'm saying? And the way in which she described, how is it then smart for you? Because I want y'all to understand, she never publicly acknowledged or linked up with this character until after Mel made that video, that live video. Do y'all understand that? Okay. So she is very strategically being nasty, and she's doing it outright. Okay. It's really not nothing to argue when it comes to that. I don't argue with fucking ducks about the truth, about what's very valid. So that's the facts. She never publicly acknowledged anything about that character until Mel made that live. Okay. The live came about, and then, you know, we started seeing her over there. And that's when, you know, she donated her money or whatever the case may be. Okay. Yeah. What are you doing? Like, can you stop? Sorry, y'all. My cat is so annoying sometimes. Okay. So as a Black woman that, you know, that owns a beauty company and majority of her customers are Black women, that's not smart. That's not smart to intentionally align yourself with that type of person, considering that type of person is also known for, I guess, violating boundaries of your other friend, Dusty Dan. Even though I have very publicly said that I don't necessarily think that was, like, even though I wouldn't have done it, I feel like because you're a blogger, if there's a fucking open house to a reality star, I'm not, I've always been very consistent when it comes to that. Whether I would do it or not, okay, I wouldn't. But I never blamed him for doing it either, because he was a blogger. So I understood that. I've always been very consistent about that. But I think it's interesting how now Dusty Dan, I mean, not Dusty Dan, but I just think it's interesting how now Nostradamus is aligned with that person in the way that she is. And if Cal ever told her, because this is just another theory that I have, again, it's just a theory, but I remember one time that person also doing a video and basically saying, until whoever in Huntsville, thank you for the invite, right? You know, also in this, Cal was saying that him and Nostradamus had got into it over some hiring decisions that she wanted to make, right? What if that was one of those hiring decisions? And again, this is just all theories, okay? I'm just putting theories together. I'm not saying that's what it is, that's what it ain't. I'm just saying, I'm just sitting here trying to piece all of this together and make sense of it, and throwing theories out there, and really just trying to figure out how all of this makes sense. And granted, we probably won't ever know the full story until there's some type of court documentation that comes out. But again, like I said earlier in this video, I think Nostradamus is just going to settle with him and pay him outright. Okay? All right. So that's my theory. So when he said in these statements that him and Stormi had got into some disagreements about some hiring decisions that she wanted to make, what if that was one of them? And what if that was what he was talking about when he did that video? But AL responded to Cal, okay? And he said, and I just want to, and I want to, and I'm talking about this comment and all of this because I wonder if Stormi is going to ask him like, hey, me and Cal, we got this legal battle going on. Me and Cal, we got this going on. Can you, just don't do that at this point in time because, this, that, and the third. Because again, they got on national television and they said that a fan base was deplorable for calling out Mel's baby mama and the people that align themselves with a type of man that'll try to release revenge pee on his ex-wife and try to take her children from her for no reason. So I just think it's interesting how this is what I mean by I've always been consistent when it comes to my platform, who I am as a person, my characters, my morals, etc. And when we get to see these people act as if they stand on principle and morals and etc., it's always interesting how it plays out as a whole and you give it time because they tend to start moving the goalposts or not standing on shit, mainly because they never felt like that in the first place. But because we're talking about this person, let's set up some rules. And that's how the cash strikes me. Let me see. Okay. But then he responds and he says, and this was only 4 hours ago. But he responds and he says, MFer, let me say this to you. When Stormi beat you in court, I'm going to expose the mess out of you online so everyone can know the liar you are. I see the way you worded that almost as if you're trying to make it seem as if she got me on payroll like all of these other stupid mellow nuts. Why do you care what she does with her money? Keywords, her money. Now you can do whatever you want / need to do with your 3 million allegedly. Also, I wasn't trying to call you on purpose. It was an accident of me trying to swipe up to remove a notification. You just mad that you quit and didn't think about you were doing. You won't eat off a Black successful business again. And after the case is over, I'm going to promote the heck out of it. I don't want you to worry about me. You're not even a Karen. Wait. I don't want you to worry about me. You're not even a Karen. Change your name to the name of your company. Oh, I guess Cracker. All right. And then it says, don't try me, try Jesus. Okay. So, okay, so that was AL's response to Cal. And that was just 4 hours ago. All right.
Girl that got some money now. She walked in with a security guard. I said, okay. All right.
Okay, walking in with a security guard. Why? When you got that fat ass husband of yours. All right. Baby, get a pen and paper. Y'all, Ted got on fell asleep. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on, y'all. Let me pause real quick and get him comfortable. Baby, you fell asleep?
Yeah.
Come on, come lay down on the bed. Come on, baby. Come get on the bed. Be careful, right there. Be careful. Get off of her. Baby, put your feet out there. Okay, y'all, my bad, y'all. All right. So let's get in. Let's break this down. Okay, so she walks in with a bodyguard. Okay, so she has a bodyguard. Why does she have a bodyguard? I don't necessarily know. But I do want to state before we get into this, she tells the story about how nasty of a mother she has when she spoke to Carlos King in this interview right here. She tells that story, and then she also tells a little bit more of that story right here.
It's the journey. It's the journey. Yeah. So I'm gonna get there. Yeah. Baby, financially, we got some stuff to talk about. This girl done got some money now. She walked in with a security guard. I said, okay. All right. She got security. I said, I'd be walking all around Atlanta with nobody. They'd be like, be Salon? I'd be like, yes. I don't need security yet. I really probably do, but I'm acting like I don't. But she got some money, y'all. But we gonna get there. Before we get to your story, because a fun fact about you, you're a licensed cosmetologist. Yes. You did hair. Yes. We're going to talk about that because you told me a little bit about that yesterday, which was wild, what happened in the salon. Oh, yeah. We're going to tell y'all. Insane.
Stormi is boring as fuck.
Can I just complain about something real quick? Yeah. I'm not really a complainer. I'm really not. I don't complain about a lot. I do a little bit here.
Wow, I just built the most amazing workflow on money.com.
You build your own workflow? Why?
And there, but I try to be optimistic. Try to see new giving services, nails anymore.
I can't either. And because
it's different.
It's totally different. Like when I was coming up, it was all about, it was just like, move on to the next one. And we,
so right after me, I got it's so different. Do y'all knew hairstylists and nail baby, I'm shampooed already. Yeah, it's $1,000 and no refill. Specialized when you do. Okay. Yeah. I think it really hits me hard too because we were hairstylists. So like
people to do it, but everybody don't strive to be great at it. Because it's too easy to just put your finger on it. They don't do that no more on it. Mm-hmm. But it's like they don't know what it really world for the fact that I could reach and grow at that level. Yeah. Turn into like more
expensive and bad. Mm-hmm. And I totally agree with that, especially the aspect for her. So I want y'all to think about that. So think about that. It's okay. The glazes and these, but y'all, let me just clap it up for her because she just broke a TikTok record. Y'all, please clap. Everybody in the room, virtually, snaps, like, y'all have no. I know. Did you bring us something? You didn't even bring no body glaze.
I'm gonna mail it.
Why wouldn't you bring, like, that's what I'm saying. You in this big ass warehouse. Why wouldn't you bring no body glaze? I don't know. That's just so weird to me. But okay, come on. Let's keep going. I'm trying to
mail it. I am.
So
no lie. We was gonna put it in the car
boring.
last night, right? I told my husband, I was like, go to the warehouse, go get a gift package. And I'm thinking he gone 10 minutes later. I come out and he's in the house. I see my baby running around. I'm like, Chess, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Because I thought they lived together. I'm out.
Why you got no body glaze?
No lie. We was gonna put it in the car last night, right? I told my husband, I was like, go to the warehouse, go get a gift package. And I'm thinking he gone 10 minutes later. I come out and he's in the house. I see my baby running around. I'm like, Chess, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Because I thought they lived together. He was like, I couldn't make it. He had some shots, so he couldn't drive.
Okay. So I was like, we got to get our hands on it.
I'm gonna mail it. I promise.
When I say, y'all, she broke a TikTok record. The record was you sold over $1 million in sales on a TikTok live.
Yep, in a single live stream, and we did it in 5 hours. Yeah.
I think we throw this word or this idea of making $1 million. I'm a millionaire. It's been so like just thrown around on the internet. Oh, you can make your first $1 million here. Make your first. Y'all have no idea how much work and how difficult it is like to do that. Like $1 million.
Tell us how your team helped you.
Dollars in 5 hours is nuts. Nuts.
And then like I feel like now too, like, you know, I've seen a lot of people do it, right? Especially in a day, etc. But the thing with us, like, it wasn't with us.
She's so annoying, man.
sale, and it was in a new untapped market.
Okay.
Just turn your camera on.
Okay.
Let's see who these people who are coming by seeing you, how well you can get them to convert.
Okay.
So versus like waiting on like a Black Friday or like planning.
I'm sure that was something Cal said to her. Again, and I also want to say something. Stormi say like too much. Granted, I catch myself saying like a lot too sometimes. Or I catch myself saying But she does it all the time. She is poor at articulating herself.
In the sale, doing a whole bunch of.
Also, to the IRS, because it was a raggedy ass man that got in my comment section, and they were like, "Damn, do you pocket watch everybody like this?" And since a bitch got in my comment section saying some shit like that, I just want to let the IRS know if these are real. Okay, she got 3 of these on her wrist right here. IRS, if they real, she got 3 of them right here on her wrist.
Prospecting, this is more so like organic and just like in the moment. Let's see what we can do in the moment.
So this was like a test thing.
And then we weren't even trying to hit that. It was more so like we got
not testing the market and making $1 million.
Yeah,
let's just test the market.
Seriously, it was like we plan our lives. You know, we tell people, you know, we're about to do a live. Most of the time, it's like a week out. We had sample sets. We just had product, you know, that we were going to be showcasing for the day. And I got the word from a call. It's like, oh my God, you hit a record. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know the record was before that. So it was kind of like shocking to me.
Yo, so you hit this record in 5 hours. Y'all, $1 million over. Let's just say over $1 million in 5 hours of testing out this theory on TikTok Live. I know you work with TikTok and your body glazes have gone viral. If you have not tried her body butters, they're absolutely amazing. There's so many flavors and so many smells. They're bomb. It's like you want to bite yourself because you smell like cake. But
so where's your body butter, B. Simone? She's talking about it's you smell like butter because you want to bite yourself. Where's your body butter then, B. Simone? Matter of fact, let me go over to her. Let me see if she got some body butter now. Let's see if she got some body butter now. Some body glaze. No, I don't see no body glaze. Okay. No body glaze.
Got you there. Because people hear, $1 million in 5 hours. We're not talking about the years of growth, of making millions, of losing it, and then having to build something from the ground up when you have all of it and you go back down to zero. Take me through that journey. Okay, you're a hairstylist.
Yeah.
Why did you stop doing hair and go into entrepreneurship? I know you went to college. Take me through that journey. Start me at the beginning.
So it's so crazy because I always start like before even becoming a hairstylist. So I was a college student who really never want to go to college.
Okay.
I come from a no stoplight town called DeKalb, Mississippi. It's like I say it's where dreams go to die. Because most people most people haven't experienced or actually seen what it's like to be outside of there.
Okay.
And especially at that time, this was like 2010, 2011. The internet wasn't even advanced as it is now, so everything seemed like a far reach, like impossible. Yeah, and so that's what I was told to believe. You know, I never did, but that's what was impressed upon me.
Okay, you always felt there was
like
more.
Pablo Picasso. It's like anything I can imagine is real. I used to be telling my daddy, I used to be like, I want to be an actress, I want to be a singer, I want to be a dancer. He's like, no, you got to be more realistic. And
your daddy would say that.
Yeah, my parents in general.
Wow.
But that would be his like coddling, like just be more realistic. So I didn't think too big and get disappointed, right?
Wow.
And so I went to the military. When I came back from the military, my mama.
Sidebar, and I want to say that Stormi actually has an interesting story, but she tries to play herself to be the victim in most of her story. I mean, she tries to play herself to be the victim all the time. When Stormi is just really not a good person, and she's not a good person because that's who her parents raised her to be. Her parents are not good people. Her mammy is not a good person. When her mama told her, bitch, you dumb, when she dropped out of school, my mom never called me a bitch. Me and my mom don't have the best relationship currently, but my mom's never called me a bitch ever. And and I always say, to me, like, a lot of people have opinions of not cutting off their parents when their parents are toxic. Oh, but they're still your mom. They're still this, that, still that. I don't give a fuck. I cut people off. Anybody can get cut out of my life. I don't care. Mom, daddy. I'm not gonna say my grandma. I'm not gonna say my grandma. My grandma is not the type of she wouldn't do anything to get cut off anyways. But anybody can get cut off in my life because it's about my peace and about me not recreating generational trauma. So every time she speaks about her mother, she strikes me as the type of woman that I stay away from, because women that allow their toxic parents to stay in their life and stay toxic and continue to be detriments to their life, in their health, in their well-being, in their mental progress and emotional progress and psychological progress, I always stay away from those type of people and individuals, because they are accustomed to letting people do any and everything to them. And they think that you should be the same type of person, because their parents do any and everything to them. That's why she can call Marceau a bitch. That's why she can walk around calling another woman's husband a bitch and think there's no consequences to that, because her mama calls her a bitch every single day. When she was growing up, her mama called her bitches and hoes all the fucking time and normalized that type of nasty, toxic, jealous behavior toward her daughter. That's why Stormi is the way that she is. I make sure to stay away from bitches like Stormi, because she is only going to be what her mother raised her to be, which is a jealous, envious, hateful person. She has only seen her mama be jealous, envious, and hateful toward her, while she has grown to be successful, which is what we see her subconsciously do to other women around her. They are growing to continuously be successful throughout their hardships. And she is the type of bitch that'll make it harder, because her mammy made it harder for her when she was trying to get through her hardships. It's a psychology behind all of this that people subconsciously are not aware of most of the time. And they think that because they are not subconsciously aware of it, that they are not doing it, or they aren't these people. But you're not a good person, bitch. You're not a good person because your mammy isn't a good person. You can't learn to be a good person if your mammy was never a good person. And although I can sit on my platform and I can speak the way that I speak, one thing that I know for a fact, my mom has never displayed behavior traits like her mother or like Miss Wanda. And realistically, a lot of the problems that me and my mother probably have are stemmed through her being a victim of DV and a narcissist. Because a lot of people don't understand that too. When you go through that type of, Mel was saying, this is sidebar, but Mel was saying that she gets headaches and she had recently gotten Botox or whatever to help her with her headaches. And I thought that was interesting, because a lot of women that I know that have been in narcissistic relationships with abusive personalities, like Martell or my daddy, and my daddy not as bad as Martell, but I don't know, right? But I realized that a lot of women that have gone through those type of relationships are always deal with headaches. Now, Mel said that the headaches were due to her grinding her teeth all the time since she was a child. But I think that there is also some correlation from narcissist abuse, like dealing with narcissists. I think there's some type of correlation with that as well, because my mom, she had gotten bad headaches, and she never had bad headaches until after she left. And that was just all, and it was like after she left, but like years, like a few years after. So I don't know if she has always dealt with headaches, Melody. I don't know if she's always dealt with headaches or she just started dealing with headaches. But if she just started dealing with headaches, like I want to say within the last 6 years, I would say it's because of her relationship with Mel's baby mama. And who the fuck am I, right? I'm not nobody to be able to be diagnosing anybody with that. I'm just saying, I'm making correlations because I know a handful of women that have dealt with narcissism within their partners, and they always seemingly have issues with headaches. Just saying. Yes, it's some kind of anxiety too. Yes, stress and pressure. Yes. Right, you didn't know mothers like that. Here's the thing. And this is why I know what type of bitch Stormi is, because I unfortunately, when I was growing up, I always became friends with girls that had poor relationships with their mothers. Like, I was a friend with a girl, and her mom used to be so fucking mean to her. Like, if they got into an argument or something, her mama would expose her on Facebook. And we're in fucking high school, and her mom is on Facebook exposing her. Like, and that was something my mom would never, ever do to me. Now, granted, my mama might call my auntie and be like, why the hell she done did this? Oh, I'm gonna whoop her ass. Or, you know, she might do that with my aunties or something like that. But my mother has never, ever, 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 ever done anything like that. And so I was friends with the girl whose mother was so vicious toward her. And I used to feel so bad for this girl. Why this whole group, like later on in life, this whole tried to mess with my man. Not tech guy, obviously. Because I'm the type of person, like, obviously I'm leaving your duck ass, but she tried to mess, like, I was dealing with this dude, because I've always pretty much been, anyways, I was dealing with this dude when we were in high school together. So me and her were friends when me and this guy were messing with each other. Like, we were friends. She knew this is why I stopped telling, this is when we were in high school. This is how I learned my lesson the hard way. I used to tell her everything, you know what I'm saying? And we were really best friends, so I thought. So me and this guy, we were dating, and he had a lot of money, because, you know, I ain't never deal with no guy that ain't had no money, shit. And he was a little older, and so he used to drive down, because we stayed a little bit further than he did. So he used to drive all the way down to my small town. This is my small town when I had to live with my narc. At one point in time, I had to live with my narc. But he used to drive all the way down to this small town and pick us up in his fly-ass car or whatever, and drive us all the way back to the city, because I was in a country town or whatever, and he would drive us all the way back to the city or whatever, and we would hang out or whatever. So I'm in high school. This girl, no, this is my boyfriend or whatever. Me and this guy, and we ended up, you know, spending maybe like 5 to 6 years with each other before we broke up or whatever. So we broke up, y'all. We broke up. On with our lives, okay? Me and her fell out because I was going through a hard time, and she was just one of them she was just like her mama. She didn't know how to be a friend. I was going through a hard time, and I was staying at her house, and she was just nasty, like nasty. And it's not like I was staying at her house, because, you know, I don't like people in my shit either. And I was the type of person, clean up after yourself, girl. Don't be sleep when people are waking up. So, bitch, if you stand at somebody's house because you're going through a hard time, ho, you need to be waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning every fucking day. Like, you need to be doing something with your life, and you need to be out the house going to do something, you know, doing something with yourself. But anyway, so she was just one of them weird ass hoes. And the way she treated me the week, because I only lived with her for a fucking week, y'all. I lived with her for a week and a half. I lived with her for a week and a half. And the reason why, she was just a weird ass bitch. Like, she had wanted me to invite some friends over. So I had invited these guys over. And I had invited this guy over. And she was the type of bitch that anytime men came around, she started to like flex or like do the most. She was just a weird ass hoe. She wanted to be validated by men all the time. And probably because she didn't have her daddy in her life. And it's just, y'all, it's just crazy. But yeah, she had a mean ass mama. She didn't really have her daddy in her life. And so yeah, we ended up falling out around that time frame. So we ended up falling out around that time frame. But yeah, I invited the guy over. She was being weird about the situation. So I'm like making my exit plan. I'm like, okay, I gotta hurry up. I gotta move into my new apartment. And then I gotta ghost this bitch because she weird. She do too much for men attention. Y'all, why this hoe it was like that same week. This hoe came back to her apartment that she was letting me stay at the time. She came back to her apartment and she was like, why did this person who was my ex, and she was like she was working at a club. She was like, why did this person come into the club? And I guess my ex, she was telling me that my ex was flirting with her. This fucking weird bitch then gonna ask me at the time, would you be mad if me and him, like linked up? That's what that weird bitch told me at the time. And so I remember saying to her, like, yeah, like that's weird as fuck. That's really what I said. I don't like him no more. Like, I don't like him. I think he a doofus, but you are my friend. That's weird as fuck. That's basically what I told her. So I just remember leaving. I just remember, paying her whatever little money that I had to give her for staying at her house, and then ghosting the fuck out of her, y'all. And I left all my clothes at her house because I had clothes and everything. This is what type of person I am. I left all my clothes at her house and everything, and I never ever saw her again. I ghosted the fuck out of her. I left everything, got a new apartment, got a new car, bought hella new clothes and everything, because once that type of energy is around me, I just don't want to carry it with me. And I was dropping all of their ass. Like, I didn't want no parts of them. I thought that shit was so weird to me, right? So then I found out years later that she tried to sleep with him. And guess who told me? He did. He ran his ass to me to be like, man, let me tell you, so on and so on. Out of all your friends, that's the fakest bitch. She the fakest one out of all of them. She really tried to do this. And then obviously, he's an L. He's an L, like a loser. So obviously I'm not taking his side over hers, because I think they both losers and lame as hell. But her being my friend and us going through everything that we went through in life, like, bitch, you're a weird as fuck. That mean you looked at everything that we had, that we were doing, and you wanted that. That mean, like, you're weird as hell. Like, you wanted to lick me between my twat. That's how I looked at it. But anyways, my bad. I ventured off on that topic to say she has the type of mother that Stormi has. And I always looked at her like she would be successful, or she would have her own, because she has to have her own, because her mama would literally ruin her fucking life if she didn't have her own. Like, she would have to literally continue to take care of herself, do stuff on her own or whatever. But yeah, she was never my friend. She was never, ever, 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 ever my friend. And that bitch to this day tries to walk around. It doesn't matter, because my life is great. But yeah, I say that to say, I was only bringing that story about to say, I stay away from women that have poor relationships with their mothers the way Stormi does, and still allow them in their life. because they do shit to women and they compete with women and they're very envious and jealous of you, but they think that you're still supposed to be around them. So they think that they can do all these things to you and you're still supposed to tolerate them. Because I remember when I ghosted that bitch, she was like, you gonna do all of this over a nigga? Like some stupid shit. Like, she is just, y'all, I'm sorry. I just remember, like, the bitch is just so dumb. Like, you gonna do all of this over? No, I'm not doing all of this over a man. I'm doing all of this over the principle. Like, you're a weird bitch. You think we supposed to share clothes? We supposed to share hair? We supposed to share men? Bitch, you're crazy. So yeah, I ghosted that bitch. But again, like I said, my point is she had a horrible fucking mom, in my opinion. Her mom, anytime her mama got mad, her mama called her out her name. Her mama tried to like dismay her in any way she could. Her mama spoke negatively about her to anyone that would listen. Her mama literally blasted her on Facebook one day. Her mama literally burnt her clothes on Facebook one day. It was so fucking sad. I felt so bad for her. And I remember at the time, nobody wanted to be this bitch friend. And I used to say at the time, y'all some hating assholes. Like, I used to really tell all the girls that was in our school, like, y'all are haters. Why y'all don't want to be her friend? Like, she's pretty. She has nice outfits and all of that. She has nice outfits and all of that. And now I literally had to find out the hard way why nobody wanted to be that bitch friend. That bitch is weird as fuck, y'all. Like, weird as fuck. And she used to do weird shit, like always come to me talking about, oh, this person said I'm pretty. This person said, oh, you're so pretty. This person said, oh, you're so gorgeous. This person said, oh, you are gorgeous. And I used to, me not paying it no attention. My daddy used to tell me she was jealous of me, but I never paid it any attention because my daddy thought everybody was fucking jealous of me. He used to say everybody was jealous of me. So I never paid him any attention. But I also never paid attention. I also always thought it was weird that she always had to tell me people thought she was pretty. And maybe it was because my daddy told me I was beautiful every day. And he was so fucking annoying. Yes, he was a narcissist and all this shit, but he was so annoying. He told me I was beautiful every day. And he used to say shit like, ooh, I'm just so glad you beautiful. Because parents got to tell their kids that they're beautiful. But he was like, you are really beautiful. He used to say that all the time. But so I think that one, her not having her daddy in her life, and two, her mama just being so competitive and mean to her, just really. And so she is the type of person she always wants. Her mom was still around. Her mom was still able to be in her life and shit and stuff after all of that. And I just think that women that don't have any, because it shows a lack of integrity and security that you have within yourself, to continuously allow people to treat you like that and think that it's normal. So normal to the fact in which you think you can do shit like that to a bitch like me, and we supposed to still be friends, or you not get your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say stay away from women that have these poor relationships with their mothers and still allow them in their life and always say, well, that's just my mom. She has to be in my life. I don't believe in that. If your parents do not respect your boundaries and respect you as a human and as their child or their daughter or their son, then you shouldn't subject yourself to disrespect just because they birthed you. Like, I don't like the fact that parents think that you owe them. I don't fucking owe you for fucking. I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I don't owe you for having pleasure and ended up pregnant. I respect and appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you giving me life, but I don't fucking owe you. Because if I got a chance, if you would have asked me, did I want to be here prior to you putting me up in this place, I would have told you, yes, but here are my fucking terms and conditions. I want a daddy that act like this. I want a house that look like this. I want to go on these many vacations. I want, you get what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. So that's how I feel. Respect your children. Your children kids need to always respect their parents. But parents need to understand, whether you're providing or not, if you don't teach your children the basis in the basics of decency and respect and humility, they're not going to fucking demonstrate that, and they're not going to give you that. If you and again, you have to show your children what respect and love is. If you don't show them that, they're not going to give you that. So when I see disrespectful children, I always know it's because you never showed them respect. Maybe eventually you started to show them respect, but it was too late. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like Nostradamus, her calling people's husband bitches and stuff like that. Her mama never respected her. She don't know what respect looks like.
I had my college schedule made already. And so I ended up being in college, and I had 23 credit hours left to graduation. And it came to a point where I was like very depressed. I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, I know that sounds so crazy, but it was
she's so aggravating to me.
That's real though.
I was there.
Yeah.
It was like I was there and I was gonna do it that week. It was like this week I'm doing it. And it had got to the point my husband had even took me. He my husband now, but he was my husband then.
You were with him then.
Mm-hmm.
You were planning this out?
Yeah, I just talked to him about it.
You can't manage what you don't measure. And what we're measuring with NutriSense is how.
I just be like, I feel like this. I want to kill myself. I don't want to be here. I want to be here.
And I'm not trying to be mean, but like for attention, like what?
Literally put me in a car and took me somewhere to talk to somebody. And in doing that, I was like, okay, let me try. And then I picked up my Bible one night. I don't even remember what I read, but I remember when I went to sleep, I had this called Can Future. I can draw, but I didn't want to do that. And so immediately, because I had now a seed that gave me a little hope, I said, you know what? I'm finna quit school.
That gets me almost emotional because I know what that feels like. To feel like you have nothing, and then now you have your excitement and you have something in you that is like a burning.
Like I wanted to be a hairstylist. Back then, it's like that's like bottom of the barrel.
It's like, oh, you can braid, get a couple dollars.
Like, Dr. Child, just a nurse.
Wow.
Go be a nurse.
Wow.
I can't do that. I'm scared of needles.
You know, first of all, I can't even use a toothpick.
Right. I'm like, So, art for me, I like art.
Okay.
But when I was about to graduate, I was like, I don't want to, what am I do with it? And I ended up dropping out of college. I woke up that same week and I was like, you know what, I quit. And I was like, I'm not going to spend another year trying to get a degree that I'm not going to do anything with versus taking this next year and actually going to hair school because, hair school only take a year.
Yep.
And so I, found the courage. I told my mom.
Were you scared to tell your parents?
No, because it was like the alternative is I ain't gonna be here.
I'm gonna lose my mind or my life.
Yeah, my life. I'm not gonna be here. So at this point, I feel very empowered by choosing a lust for life versus taking my life.
Wow.
So I told my mom, I was like, I quit. And her immediate reaction was, you dumb bitch. Just like that. Just you dumb.
What type of mom would say that? What type of mom would literally say that? Mom, like I said, me and my mom, we don't have the best relationship today, but my mom would never fucking say that. But again, me and my mom, we got different issues, baby. We got different issues. I think, and I already told y'all, I think a lot of me and my mama's issues stem from her trauma from DV and her narcissist, who's my daddy. I think a lot of times it's just hard for her to deal with me because I'm a reflection of the person that broke her in a sense.
Bitch, and she hate when I tell people this, but I don't say it to say she was bad for doing that. I say it because that was adversity in the middle of me already being at my lowest point, but I pushed through it. And that's why I like to start.
Not you push through, bitch.
At that point with the journey, because when you gain those tools early on, you know how to recycle them. And that's what I've had to do throughout my entire entrepreneurial
And that's
journey.
what I'm saying. Toxic shit is normal to her. That's, again, to me, it's a poverty mindset. Another thing that I want to mention when it comes to a poverty mindset, sometimes, and this is some of the things that I deal with my siblings, sometimes having a quiet household it means you're at peace. And when you have grown up in chaos for so long, when you literally are around peace, it seems so foreign and it seems so boring and it seems like you're out of your body. So when we look at Nostradamus and how she responds to Melody, remember when Melody did the Tea Party thing and she was like, lady, I don't like this Miss Maribel Peep shit. Or when she was like, my mama been calling me a bitch since I came out the womb. Y'all remember when she said all of that? That peace and that calm demeanor and energy is so foreign to her. It's threatening to her. So her household, even with her husband, is probably very chaotic. She probably picks fights or they probably argue. And I'm not saying that they don't love each other. I'm saying she's probably so used to chaos to where when there is an ounce of peace and quiet within her house or her business, there's a self-sabotage mode that comes in. I'm not saying that is what she is doing at all, but I'm saying that's what that's what this strikes me as. Because even when it comes to Cal being in her business, everything was fine. He's helping you build these millions. Why are you now causing all of this friction amongst you and him? Or like he said, they were having disagreements within the business. Probably because things were finally peaceful. Things were finally at a steady pace, consistently flowing. Things were finally elevating for her. And again, people that are used to chaos, that are stuck in a poverty mindset, they find that to be boring, or they're intimidated by that. She was also intimidated by Cal, the person that was helping her build her brand. That is, to me, a poverty mindset. When you don't know how to operate in peace, it's because you're stuck in chaos. And she has her chaotic mother around her constantly 24/7, reaffirming and reassuring that she stays in that toxic place where her mother can control her. Because I believe that her mother, put her up against Kyle, just like she put her up against Mel. I believe her mom is the one that was probably behind the scenes saying, don't you let that white boy come in your business and take your business over. Don't you let that white boy take control of all your business. Because her mama is ignorant and toxic like that. And because her mom is so jealous of her, and because her mom understands that Stormi is the breadwinner, and she wants to be sure she can control the breadwinner, she has to keep she has to keep all of the positive, productive people away from Stormi. Just like Mel and Letitia and Marceau. Marceau saw what Mel could do for Letitia, and it didn't benefit what he needed Letitia for, which is why he got in there and helped with the dysfunction within their friendship. The same thing we could see with Betty. Betty needs something from Nostradamus, and she needs to be able to keep her in control. And the way that she does that is to keep positive reinforcements away from her daughter, because her daughter will then learn her true value. If her mother is around, keeping this hoe up, keeping her nose up like Rapunzel's hair, keeping that nose from growing out the window. If her mom could keep her in control, her mom life is more at benefit. If Stormi starts to realize her worth, her value, starts to learn some integrity, have some morals, some decency, and some principle about herself, she would realize that doesn't include her mother, and have to distance herself from her mom. But again, Nostradamus is one of them weak-minded, toxic bitches that always compete with other women because that's who her mama raised her to be, and she ain't ever gonna get rid of her mammy. So you gotta stay away from bitches like Stormi. She's never gonna be able to rise above what she's trying to really reach because she has her biggest hater on her backside, on her 624/7. And Courtney probably tells her this, and she probably don't listen. Because Courtney strikes me as the type of person that don't take no fucking shit. And her mom will probably not like that. Obviously, her mama loved Courtney. But, you know, that's what I take from Nostradamus. That's my honest thoughts and opinions. She has her mom tied up in a lot of her growth. If Stormi really want to grow as a person, she has to be able to be honest with herself. And part of being honest with yourself is looking in a mirror and seeing you have not always been the best person. And don't even look in the mirror and say it's because I've been influenced by my mother. You got to look in the mirror and say, I've not always been the best person because I've been too weak to stand up for myself. Because I had not loved myself enough to feel like I deserve decency and fucking self-respect. Again, if Nostradamus really wanted to grow, then she would have been listening to my videos a long time ago and putting herself in order. If she really wanted to grow, then she wouldn't block a person like Millie Chan, who's always been fair to her and always respected her and supported her. Millie Chan say one thing that you don't like and you block her. So you like yes men around you. You like people around you that don't hold you accountable and that don't say shit about your flawed behaviors. Why? Because that's what type of bitch your mammy is. Your mammy is the type of person that want to be able to call her daughter a bitch. And matter of fact, your mama calls you ugly, which is why it bothers you so much that the internet calls you ugly as well. Because your mama has already beat you down and that's just how I feel. Her mammy has already beat her down to feeling so low about herself. Which is why she don't have any thick skin. That's why people say a few things about her and now she want to fucking, commit herself to an urgent care.
So that was like my first time. First step, jumping out on faith, choosing just to feel good, whether I knew where that was going to land me or not. And
play is my new personal best. That feeling when I'm ready to...
And before you go to the next step.
So she did it. She jumped out there. She did it. She became successful. And now her mama is all on her D, like tooth and nail. Like her mom is always around trying to dictate who she can and can't be friends with. Her mammy always around talking about who is and ain't her friend. Yet, look at what type of mother you are. You sit around and you call your daughter a B and you degrade her so much so she sits on platforms and she feels so low to where she doesn't understand that whether people talking about her or not, she's being talked about. She is so insecure within herself, she cannot function. She can't even function. That's how insecure she is with herself. But you want to sit around and you want to talk about who her friend and who ain't her friend and basically sabotage anything or any growing she's trying to do for herself. And again, Nostradamus is not a good bitch. Why? Because she keep her fucking mammy around. And I'm not saying she's not a good person because she keeps her mom around. I'm saying she's not a good person because her mama isn't a good person. And she can only be who her mammy raised her to be.
Step 2 of your journey. I have a question about that. When your mom said that to you, you dumb bitch. How did you get to the point of articulating your story publicly without trying to protect your mom, protect your dad, or feeling bad about telling your story, even though it affects other people?
Well, you know, I never felt the need to like protect.
Okay.
For the sole fact of, I feel like I always live by this saying, right? And I heard this saying, I was at like a real estate conference, child, even though I ain't did nothing with that information. I was at a real estate conference, Jamal King, and he said this quote, he said, your obedience is connected to so many other people's destiny. And if I feel like if I'm deprived of telling my story to protect yours, I'm not going to help the next person. Because at the end of the day, it's not to hurt you. It's to show the next person that no matter what, you can move forward. There's a path forward. You can get through it. You can like forge forward. So I don't say it to be like, oh, my mama did something wrong. She didn't know no better.
For sure.
That was her belief. For sure. You know? But if I leave it out.
It was her belief that you were a dumb bitch.
Out. Now you don't know how hard it was to even start to get my foot off the ground. So that's why I tell it, you know? And that's why I never felt the need to be like.
And also, I hate when she scrunch her nose up when her mouth open and she, I don't know how to explain it. I gotta hurry up and get through this interview, y'all. I really don't know why I agreed to do this.
Tell nobody, you know?
How is y'all's relationship now, your mom and your dad with you?
We good.
Okay.
Like, I would say I grew up in a truly Southern household where it's really like, you know, you listen to me and you do what I say.
My mom, it don't matter. Yes, a do what I say household is a do what I say household, but you grew up in a toxic, abusive household. Do what I say household don't mean do what I say or you're a dumb bitch. My grandmother raised a do what I say household. And she ain't never called my motherfucking mom or aunties or uncles bitches or hoes or nothing like that. Ever. She's never, ever, 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 ever said no shit like that to her fucking daughters. She's never, ever said that. My grandmother she raised a do what I say so household. And granted, I do have my opinions on those do what I say so households. But I will say, she raised a do what I say so household, sorry, tongue tie. And if you didn't do what she said, your ass got sent to boot camp or you got your ass whooped with a switch or a belt. You choose. Now, granted, some would say, okay, well, that's abuse. That's physical abuse. And hey, now, I'm not disagreeing. I do have my opinions about those do what I say so households. I think they are very traumatic and toxic across the board. But do what I say, but I'm sorry, y'all, I gotta slow myself down. But meaning, if she asked you to wash the dishes and you didn't wash the dishes, you're getting your ass whooped. Right? Now, I don't know if I would whoop my kids if they didn't wash the dishes, but I would be on their ass for sure. I don't have no children yet, so I don't know what the way would be for me. But to me, when you say do what I say so households, that's what a do what I say so household is. Wash these dishes or you're getting your ass whooped. My house better be clean before I get off of work. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not going outside after this time. You better be in my house when the street lights come on. You better be making A's and B's. Those are do what I say so households. But when you start, calling your kids, B's because they dropping out of school, that's ridiculous. Now, in a do what I say so household, if you go to college and you drop out of college, the first thing a do what I say so household is going to say is your ass better have a job by the morning time. Okay, you're not going to college? You better have a goddamn job by the time I dot my I. To me, That's what do what I say so household is. All right, you quit school, okay. All right, school ain't for you. You better make sure you got some money coming in this house. Cause I ain't taking care of no grown ass child.
I know best, even though I probably haven't experienced a fraction of the world in the capacity of which I need to be giving you this information.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've seen it time and time again. So, like, our relationship is good. But even now, like, with me doing what I'm doing, it's a lot. I say I do a lot of what I do now, even now, in the now, is to give my parents hope. Faith.
No, she do what she do now to get approval from her mama that thinks she's an ugly bitch. Ain't that mean? I know, but that's what her mama feel about her. And sidebar, this is the prettiest Stormi has ever looked. Stormi is not a beautiful woman to me at all. I don't care who gets in the comment section and say, well, I don't care. And it has nothing to do with her black features. I know plenty of black women that got big noses and big lips, and they look beautiful as hell. So I know she try to be manipulative and say, oh, people talk about my black features. Bitch, I talk about the fact that you're ugly. And if you want to correlate it to the fact that you have black features, then that's on you, bitch. I don't care.
To teach them things that they didn't know could be possible because they see it.
They'll do so articulating my story, but this one little part of my story.
Yeah.
And I know God is called.
Presence is so big. I know that.
Like when she do her mouth like this, when she talking,
that you do tell your story.
It's so annoying.
It's gonna change everybody. Everybody that's connected to you, because it's something people need to hear. Wait, and then I didn't. Something happened with me and my dad.
She
bought a car.
Why is she always looking like that? Like she's smelling her breath.
No, I had paid my car note. He said I did, and I knew I did. Hell, I ain't had no more money to pay it again.
He's like, so I know.
Okay, so basically in this situation, she's saying that her parents fell out because she paid her car note. Her mammy probably stole her money. That's what I'm saying. You got toxic as fuck parents. So she said she paid her car note. Her daddy said she didn't pay her car note, and she ain't got no more money to pay the car note. They get into an argument, so she moved all the way to Huntsville where Courtney was. So Courtney lives in Huntsville, or he is from Huntsville.
Yeah.
That's how she got to Huntsville. So I want to go back over to this video.
The cast already, or was I familiar with anybody on the
we're gonna go back to that.
On this show, did she mention it to you?
You know, like any other big company, you sit around, you get calls. I have a director of public relations, have a marketing team, and everybody was just throwing out ideas about ambassadors that we could work with and what those deliverables.
We're gonna go back to that, y'all.
I just got the most exciting package, Caraway. They make 100% non-toxic cookware that.
My team let me know that a part of Mel's story at that time and a part of her life was.
She said that her team let her know. Okay, we're not talking about Mel right now, y'all. I'm sorry. We're gonna go back to it. I'm trying to find where she was talking about her mama. How she got to Huntsville.
A big company, you know, like somebody fake me, my friend, etc., to be on the shows and everything.
Okay, so just to rebirth your business. And one of that's how you were able to, because it was going to be so after that, you are on the show.
You know, like Kevin's Beauty Brand photo shoot. Hi, this is CEO turned into like full on Mel's friend TV show. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I'm riding with it. Because once I got in.
Oh, y'all, I got to go back to this so bad. I'm getting mad all over again. Because there's so many parts of this. It's so much work behind doing debunkers. Y'all have no idea.
Credentials, right? In order for that to happen.
Ever some under feeling like this kind of what we were, but it was always supposed to be pitched as far as like the product placement.
Gotcha. So just to
I also want y'all to know when people are lying, because I was raised by a narc, but my narc also went to school for psychology. Be very careful from narcissistic men that go to school for psychology, by the way. But one of the things that he always used to tell me is when a person is lying, they look off to the left and they look off to the right.
It was never a befriending situation. It was never some.
Every single time she looked off when answering a question, Look at her eyes.
Underlying thing, like somebody.
I also want y'all to pay attention to her interviews and how she is. She's looking for her personality. This is a boring ass host. She has no personality, and she feeds off of mimicking other people. I want y'all to pay attention to how her interviews have either evolved or not evolved. But she's always a different person, in my opinion, in each interview. Or she's always trying to, I don't know how to explain it, but she's always a different person in each interview and how she chooses to speak on her words, etc. Because do y'all remember the interview that she did with Latrice and how ghetto and just bumpkin as hell she was?
I fake me, my friend, etc. to be on the shows, never that.
Because
this is TV. I would never on the type of platform you're married and not show your husband. And in that case, I would have known like it would have been a smooth.
She made it seem that you befriended her to get on the show.
I won't say that because she didn't say that.
Between you, opinion of
possibility.
You did befriend her to get on the show, bitch.
Yeah. And I feel, and like I said in the scene, I feel like the people want us to have a problem. And I stated clearly, like,
oh my gosh, I need to redo my debunk shirt. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
I don't want that. The things in life, like my focus is literally on like everything that God put in my spirit to pursue. You know, I don't focus or like try to do the extra stuff because I've never had to.
You see that? Y'all hear that? We gonna go back to it when she. Okay.
We enjoyed youth self and not.
What's the story? Where's the
suicidal in college?
Okay, here it is.
Income come in as well.
So I ain't gonna lie, like I've told my story a million times. Like I was suicidal in college. I wanted to kill myself. I was actually gonna do it.
Why?
I had spent so many years pursuing something that I was told I should be.
Y'all pay attention. Look at how she always acting. Like it be that she is a grade A actor. Like, I cannot stand her. But look, when she answered questions, how it's like it's always the theatrics. I had it's always so fucking theatrical. She's so aggravating to me. Like, why do y'all want me to break this shit down?
Be doing, you know? I went
Why?
I was suicidal in college. I wanted to kill myself. I was
look at her looking off all the just pay attention to every single time she chooses to look off.
Actually gonna do it.
Why?
I had spent so many years.
Looked down. Theatrical. Where's the violinist?
Doing something that I was told I should be doing. You know, I went from high school and went to the military directly from high school. Like 9 days, I'm in basic training, and before I could even get out of basic training, my mom already had my college schedule made, like without even knowing like what my dreams were, what my goals were. And I didn't even know. So I automatically got thrust into that path of this is what you do. Like, this is what you're supposed to do.
Okay. When I went back and watched this, I felt like that was important because I am trying to tell y'all, I believe that her mom is a lot of the reason why she ends up in these confrontations with real business-minded, forward-thinking people, because she has this vision of what she feel like Nostradamus should be doing. And if those people don't line up with what her mammy has planned out for Nostradamus and how Nostradamus should be spending her money and stuff. And I'm not saying, Betty control how she spent her money. I'm just saying Betty is very, very toxic. And a person that's raised by a woman like Betty is not a good person, especially if she's not trying to correct the wrongs. And she literally allows her to walk her right into a lot of this nonsense.
And here I am, spent all this time. I'm like 27. I'm like 23 credit hours away from graduating. I got a 3.7 GPA. And I'm like, I went to school to major in arts. I was getting a BFA in art, painting, and minoring in photography. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Teach? And I didn't want to teach. Like, that wasn't in my spirit. And I was just getting depressed about the unknown and how much time I wasted, you know, to still not know what I'm gonna do. So I was just gonna do it. I was like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I was like, I didn't know what I was gonna do. In my mind, I was like, I'm gonna take all these pills. I'm not gonna fucking.
She was doing all of that to be. She's always been, in my opinion, theatrical. Period. She's just, she's just always been very theatrical. She does shit for attention because her mom don't like her, value her, respect her. And I believe she knew her mama was gonna cuss her ass out when she found out she dropped out of school. So she was just acting, going, oh, I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna hurt myself to keep from getting an ass whooping or cursing out. Like, that's just how I feel.
And then I told Courtney about it, and he actually like took me somewhere to like try to go talk it out. I'm about to cry. I don't want to.
Girl, tell this bullshit.
Stormi, it's okay.
Ugly ass.
And you were 23 at the time.
Ugly.
And so I just like, you know, I quit. I told my mom, I'm not going to school. I quit. I'm going to go to hair school and I'm going to just do what I enjoy doing. And they ended up having me in Huntsville. And I came to Huntsville like $800. I had no plan and I figured it out.
All right, so this the story. I just wanted to show y'all, the reason why I wanted to show y'all that is because in the interview that she did right here with Carlos King, Betty was in the background. And she, over in this interview with B. Simone, stated that she wouldn't really care. Hold on.
No, he said I didn't. I was almost about to graduate. And then I didn't. I was almost, and honestly, they got me through some of my. The point what got me through it was it is connected to you because it's something people need.
Well, I don't want to go back and find it, but in that interview with B. Simone, she was basically stating that her. Hold on. She was basically stating that she doesn't mind telling her story and she don't feel the need to protect her mom because her story can help other people. And the reason why I thought that was interesting, because I think Betty plays a huge role in Stormi's demise, the way that Wanda does with Letitia. To me, they do not encourage their daughters to be better women because they don't know how to be better women. And they've always been bitter, jealous, hateful women and hated on women that were better than them in their eyes. And that's what they taught their daughters to do. So she tells this story in more depth and I feel like she only did that to get ahead of the fact that Cal was finna air her ass out, and also to gain more sympathy, which she pretty successfully managed to do. Because it is a lot of dumbass people in the comment section talking about, oh my gosh, she's such an inspiration and all of this shit. So she pretty much managed to tears steaming from this video, like but anyways, I am under the impression that she doesn't really feel comfortable or safe with being transparent in front of her mama, because her mom was in the interview that she did with Carlos King right here. She was in the background. And like I said, when she told this story, she never said that her mama called her a B or nothing like that. And I'm not saying that her mama didn't say it. I'm just making points as to why I feel like Betty plays a role into Stormi's demise. I also don't feel sorry for Stormi because she's not a good person. But yeah, she also said in this interview that they had her in Huntsville. Pay attention to how she used her words.
I told my mom, I'm not going to school. I quit. I'm gonna go to hair school and I'm gonna just do what I enjoy doing. And they ended up having me in Huntsville, and I came to Huntsville like $800.
They ended up having me in Huntsville. Who ended up having you in Huntsville? And then she came to Huntsville with $800. She failed to mention that her mama is a nasty, wicked bitch, and I think she only did that because her mama was sitting right next to her.
I had no plan, and I figured it out. And I cannot have what I feel like I need. I can be literally running on E, and I'll still go forward because, like, in my spirit, if I'm in flow, whatever's supposed to come to me will come.
And nobody around you is gonna pour back into you, because you surround yourself around people that can't pour into you. Like being friends with Dusty Dan, kicking somebody like Cal out of your team when he helped you touch 1 million in 5 hours, or the way you treated Mel, somebody that put you on her platform, or like, anyways. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little bit of comparisons when it came to this video. Let's go back over here.
Need to hear
Sign Now helps businesses grow by earning an average ROI of 700% in the first year of use.
Don't be loading.
And then I didn't. Something happened.
Didn't graduate. Something happened. All of this extra.
Okay.
So
and y'all are dating at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We don't have to go to school to get one. He was like, no one.
Okay.
You don't gotta go to school.
And she let me come in on the spot. She said, yeah.
Okay.
You can study under me. Right. $20K a month doing hair. And mind you, this is what I was told is just trash.
It's
you can't help from
your environment. Y'all gotta change your environment to see what is out there.
Every time Nostradamus changes her environment, here come her mammy. And I'm not gonna blame everything on Betty. Nostradamus is really not a good person. That's what I agree, because she was sitting right there. That's exactly why she didn't say it. She really scared of her mama.
Believe it is possible when you're around.
And it's not a problem being scared of your mama. But Betty is not a good person. Betty
around certain things, it's like, now I know I can do it too.
Yeah. And that's it. That's how I started.
Sorry if y'all hear Tech guy snoring.
Feel.
Okay.
So now these little seeds and these little dreams that I had that I was just kind of scared to take action on, I started being more intentional. I was like, oh, I can do this. I used to tell my husband, I said, you know what, Huntsville, your city, but this is going to be my city.
Wow.
And I believe that. I believe she said, Huntsville, your city, but this is going to be my city. I believe she felt like she was going to, I believe she had that same attitude. Hold on, y'all. My bad. My cat got a cone on her head, and I turned around and the cone was off her head, and now she finna lick herself into patches. But I believe she came around Mel with that same attitude. She's very arrogant.
You know, I ain't gonna say I didn't believe, but I ain't, I wasn't saying it, like for real. I was just joking, but I was for real.
Yeah.
Deep down.
Yeah.
So I started making flyers, passing them out at one and be like, hey, my name's Stormi Steele, I work at blah, 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 blah. I'm new to the city. I want to do your hair and this is my price. I'll give you a special. And they just started flocking.
That was me,
started
girl.
Coming in, doing hair back to back to back. Met that lady whose salon it was, who was let me study under her. She was like, how much you charge? I was like, I charge $75 or so. And she said, no, the fuck you don't. I was like, what you mean? She was like, you charge $175 minimum.
Period. And people paid it, didn't they?
Yep.
I know it.
Immediately.
I know it.
But the gag was, I had to give her 40%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't hate on the player.
But
I can't hate on the boss.
In our little boss era, right? It taught me to not another level of worth.
Yes.
And then it taught me how to save.
Okay.
Because with you giving 40% away and keeping 60, you making your 60 work like it's your full thing.
It's your full 100.
Right. So the moment I got my own, I got my full thing. And now I'm seeing more. I'm able to, it's like a quantum leap. You know what I'm saying? I jump from here to there and it's like, immediately. And it was just growing and it was just going. And I was in flow at that point.
Okay.
In a really good flow of what I wanted to do.
So why'd you stop doing hair? How did you get to the entrepreneurial world?
So first step was I wanted my salon experience to be a little bit more proprietary to what I had to offer.
Okay.
And a lot of my clients that were coming in were traction alopecia. They was trying to cover up their hair because I specialize in protective styling. Okay. So they trying to cover up problems. And I'm like, you know what? I was enamored in hair school when I was there about hair growth, the phases, the 3 phases of hair growth, etc.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to make a product and use it on their hair. and like see what they do. I started obsessed over it so much that I would have dreams about ingredients. I'm dreaming of cayenne pepper and shit. And I'm waking up, I'm like, what that do?
You're like, is this a detox or
And so, you know, I spent like a few years like working on something. And I had like my main customers, right? I'm like, let's just try it. If it work, it worked. Let's see. I was like, it been working for me. You know, but I already had, you know, a situation. I didn't have no hair loss.
Right.
So I'm like, it's my hair growing though, it's long. I was like, so let's see how I do for you. And they hair started sprouting up at the bald places. And I'm like, shit. And then they started telling people.
Okay.
And then those people were like, can we just buy the product and not come to the salon? And so here I am. And this is funny, right? Because I'm telling you, every time I feel like I was supposed to make a move and know how I said, God, do something drastic. Well, in that season, I couldn't do both. I couldn't make the product and do hair. It was a balancing act, and I just couldn't juggle them both.
Okay.
So the hair product would fall on the wayside, like my blossom serum. I couldn't do nothing with it. I was like, I gotta do hair.
Okay.
And so, but deep down, I feel like that was what I was supposed to be doing. That was my next jump. But I was like, no, this is solid. This is stable. I'm scared to do anything else.
Okay.
Well, here go the shake up. Here I am in my soul, already knowing you're supposed to do something else. Do this, chase this. I didn't move. I ended up having a really bad salon experience where a girl pulled out a gun on me. And
when you were doing her hair?
No, after I had did her hair. So to this day, I don't know how we got there, because I had did her friend hair and her friend had bought her own hair extensions. And I used to have this big mirror right there, right? And you could see yourself get your hair done.
Yeah.
It's like floor, you know. And she came and got her hair done.
Okay.
But 2 weeks later, she was like, she came back to my salon. She was like, the hair you put in my head ain't my hair. And I was like, yes, it was. I'm like, yes, it was. And that turned into this whole thing.
So basically, it's never nobody else's fault. Basically, the lady is accusing her of switching out her hair. I remember this. I remember when this was going on. Y'all, it's crazy because I didn't know at the time that it was Nostradamus. Like, I don't know what, I just remember this, but I have been looking for it. I've been looking for the video. I'm going to try to show it to y'all when I find it. But if y'all remember who the salon owner was, or if y'all remember who the girl was, y'all tell her to reach out to me. She is lying. That girl did not just pull out a gun on her. Stormi was talking shit. Stormi, that lady was saying that Stormi switched her hair out. The lady wouldn't have got like that if Stormi wasn't talking shit and doubling down on what the lady was accusing her of. So yeah, she is lying. She's always lying, and she wasn't professional in that scenario either. Sidebar: do you think she gave that lady the same energy she gave Miss Black Titanic? Get in the comment section.
I don't know if she really believed that, or at the time, I'm very popular with hair, right?
Okay.
Everybody like, I want to go to Stormi. She's amazing. The wait time's this. I don't know what it was, but it turned into this thing. And I'm asking her to get out of my salon. She wouldn't leave. And next thing you know, she had her car with a gun. Police come, and it just drained the life out of me because the shit went viral.
What?
I do mean it went viral.
Somebody recorded this?
Yeah, this like 2016, 2017.
Wow.
She recorded it.
Wow.
She was recording the whole time. That's why I'm like, was it a setup? I don't know. So, it went viral. And it's crazy thing, it went viral, but it brought people my way. It made me reach people who I would have never reached.
And you would think that Nostradamus would be smart enough to realize, okay, publicity, whether good or bad, is publicity. But she always crying on the internet.
And that month that happened, that was my first like 100K month selling hair extensions, because people was like, fuck that. I don't believe that. She don't even look like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy her hair extensions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it brought that with it, but I'm still on the inside from that. I'm broke.
Vernon Central High School, how may I help you?
I'm going to help you, actually.
Really? Broken.
It traumatized
I'm
you.
traumatized. I'm seeing comments I ain't never seen before. I'm seeing people knew, like, I knew she was too good to be true. I knew something was wrong with her, you know?
Thinking you were scamming
or
doing this.
I went through that.
It fucked me up.
Because it's not your character.
She's so insecure. She is so insecure.
to the point where I don't even want to do hair no more. And I'll tell you that I know this is very detailed, but months later, maybe even 7 months later, a lady came in my salon. She wanted her hair done. She had a frontal, and the frontal was, you know how frontals get?
Yeah.
Where you can't use it anymore?
Yeah.
Her frontal was at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, ma'am, I can't use this.
Yeah.
That lady told me, she said, I knew I should have came here. I knew what they said about you was true. And I'm like, well, why you come? You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where everybody who was walking through my door, I'm just having extreme anxiety because I don't know what type of time they
are. You gonna like me? Are you here to bash me? Are you gonna rob me?
Are you trying to do what the last person did? Like, what's going on?
Wow.
And at the same time, a colleague of mine had just got shot at her salon. So I was like, this is getting crazy. I was like, I don't want no parts of it, but that's all I had. How I right.
All right. Anyway, so all in all, the Stormi story could be great if she wasn't an ugly, hating asshole. Period. And I just can't get with her. She's a liar, and she's always trying to ride this pity train. And it's like, if you are out here doing the shit that you do to people, stand in your box. It's not respected, because she always want to get on these interviews and talk like she's this kind, charismatic person, and she's not. She's a disaster brain, evil person, and she was raised by a nasty ass evil bitch. And I could get on you. Right, she's the biggest hater. She's a victim. She always want to play the victim, but she is a hating ass bitch, and she's like that because of who her mother is. And everybody that has ever helped her, she has literally gotten over on them, down from the hair salon lady to Mel to Cal. Everybody that is helping her, she's always trying to get over on them. But yeah, y'all, Stormi is very aggravating. I don't want to keep talking about this interview, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, why B. Simone hyping her up? Because B. Simone is one of those people to where if you hold somebody accountable, she gonna say you hating on them. B. Simone is just one of those people that grew up in the era of popularity. It's about being popular. It's not about having morals, integrity, or anything like that. And I can respect B. Simone for always being able to keep thriving throughout all of her controversies or whatnot. But B. Simone give bird brain behavior sometimes too. But shouts out to her, because I used to really love and support B. Simone when she was building her business. I remember when she was documenting her making $1 million in 1 year, and she manifested her making $1 million in 1 year, and ended up making $1 million like the last few days in that year or something like that. And I thought it was beautiful. I love that story. I love how she showed how dedicated she was and how disciplined you had to be in order to plateau yourself from one place to another. And the only thing that I would say about B. Simone is I don't like the way she dealt with her co-hosts. But other than that, she's always tried to, push herself full steam ahead. She is a pick-me. So you know how I feel about pick-me bitches. Stay away from them hoes. She's always been a pick-me. And one thing that I realize about pick-me bitches, they do everything that they do for the validation of men. And they will literally betray women and go against the woman's plight in order to be validated by a man and still end up without a man. I don't know. I think somebody said B. Simone is married now. Hold on, let me see. I highly doubt that. But I could be wrong. Yeah, this lady, she is not married. Right, so I don't know who told me that, but she is not married. But I always think it's funny how bitches be doing all this extra shit for the validation of men and to have a man, and nobody picks you. Because men don't like y'all bitches. Men don't like bitches like y'all. Men don't like women that will go against other women just to be chosen by them. They want the girl that don't want them. They want the girl that makes them fight for them. And that being said, one thing I will acknowledge is men are always cool with male identified hoes. Like, y'all will probably hear men say, oh, she cool. And the type of woman that they saying are cool, or the type of woman that they like is always the woman that's doing too much for men, ass kissing men, or railroading other women just to get the validation of men, because male identified women are always stuck in men's friend zone, and they don't even understand that. The way that Marceau always saying, oh, Kimmy is cool, I love Kimmy. Duh. The most misogynistic man really liking a woman's personality to want to be friends with them is a huge red flag to me. I don't care what nobody say. Men do not want to date and love and marry the pick-me's realistically. And when they do, and if they do, they treat them like shit, and their lives always suck because they are obsessed with the women that keep them chasing. But right, she's cool. They always cool with the pick-me hoes. And if you a real woman, you would never be intimidated or feel any type of way about a man saying another woman is real cool or down to earth. Because a lot of times that mean that bitch is sitting up in conversations co-signing their misogynistic viewpoints. Period. If she was married, the world would know. Exactly. If she was married, the world would know. But she's not married. And she one of them hoes that whole being married and having a man up. Like, remember when she was chasing the baby and he had a whole woman? It was so classless and so distasteful. He had that beautiful dark-skinned black woman at the time, Mimi. This one, we thought he was a loving, loyal black man, because that's where black men get it twisted. Black women will support you real hard if they think that you are a real loving, decent man. And obviously, there are going to be those weird as fuck women, whether it be the high yellows or just the competitive black women. And when I say the high yellows, realistically, I'm talking about the biracial women. But or it'll be those biracial women, that want to be. It's always when I'm talking about rappers, right? I'm talking about rappers. It's always going to be people that like and respect you, and people that want the shit that you have. It's the weirdest shit ever. And B. Simone strikes me as the type of person that wants the shit that you have. Like, if you have a man, a lot of times these successful women, they be so successful, but they be so butt thirsty for men. They just look so thirsty and desperate and just lame all the time. And it be so sad, because the way that I got my husband, and some of y'all know, but the way that I got my husband is so funny, because I was literally going to rob him. It's so funny. And the girl, and it was another girl, like, begging for him to talk to her. He wouldn't talk to her. He was like chasing the girl that robbed him. It was crazy. Men are like literally sickos. And I'm like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. That's all I would say. Because women just do all of this stuff to get men, and it's just so sad. Like, sometimes I watch them For My Man episodes, and the women, this one girl that let her boyfriend and some other men literally brutally R-word another woman, and it was her boyfriend and his friends, and that stupid, evil, weird bitch literally let them bring that girl tied up in the house where she was, let them do all that shit to her, never helped that girl, never called the police, watched men. This is what I mean by Kimmy. This is what I mean when I say she watched men walk in and out of a room where a woman was screaming and crying, tied up, and never as a woman thought to call the police or help that woman, all for the fucking sake of saying that she got a fucking dirty ass, cheating, nasty, disgusting fucking man that's in there graping another fucking woman, so cheating on you too, bitch. I just cannot stand disgusting, deplorable women that do anything for men. They are so dangerous. They are so dangerous. That evil fucking bitch sat up in there, heard those men, our word, and that woman, and did nothing to help her. When I talk about women like Kimmy, I talk about those type of bitches. The bitches that turn, because I'm not saying Kimmy has ever done that, but she don't strike me as the person that wouldn't do it. She want a man, so if she was young, and mind you, this was a younger woman, so she probably is older now, but I'm saying, like, she strikes me as the type of bitch that was younger and had that mind frame that just wanted a man by any means necessary, even if he was willing to hurt another woman, as long as it meant you got to be with him. For whatever reason, bitches think that that's him expressing his love to you by violating another woman, even though he's in the wrong, and he's only probably violating that woman because that woman is not going to deal with the shit that you would deal with. But you think he's such a prize. It's so sad. So, yeah, y'all. Anyways, when it comes to Nostradamus, I really don't have much to break down when it comes to Nostradamus. The only thing that I do want to bring awareness to is the fact that what happened to the Canvas beauty products. Because to me, that's something that I thought was interesting. When she sat in this interview,
I was like, let's go. God got some different.
When she sat in this interview, she spoke about how somebody robbed her and she ended up having to do, or somebody.
So the fun thing with the serpent is, how does a serpent talk? What? And not only that, but why is the serpent?
She was talking about how somebody was taking out loans in her name or something like that, and she ended up having to settle with them $7 million. And it brings me back to Canvas Beauty, this brand right here, because I remember when she started speaking about Canvas 2.0 and all of this crap, and people were questioning her. We were asking her, what's up with you? Like, why aren't you posting about your haircut products anymore? And I remember her, and I remember it being something. I remember her getting sued by Apex. And if I'm not mistaken, Apex is a company that basically they help you. Hold on, let's pull it up. Since we here, let's not guess. Let's pull it up. Hold on. Apex funding. What is Apex funding? Okay. It says Apex funding is a prop firm that funds, I don't know what this is. What is Apex? Y'all, do y'all remember what I'm talking about? She Apex, hold on, it's called Apex. Am I tripping? Is it called? Hold on, let me text Trending. Trending gonna tell me. Let me see if I can call her and annoy the shit out of her while I'm alive. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if we can get Trending on the phone. Thank you so much, Unapologetically Angela, for the super sticker. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Okay, Trending not answering the phone. It's Trending on live, y'all. Girl, not you sending me the voicemail. Anyways, Let me see what y'all said in the comment section. Apex is an American Express. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Apex is American Express, but okay, so it's not Apex then. She did get sued by Apex, but she also got sued by another company. I forget the name of it, but it was basically the company that the company invested into her to be able to produce enough products in order to have in the stores and retail, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna pull that video up in a minute. But I said all that to say, I remember when she got sued by that one company that was supposed to help her with these specific products, with the hair care products. And I believe it had to do with the hair, with the hair oil. But I just want y'all to see that she hasn't, promoted this hair care company since she lost that lawsuit. So this post was in February the 1st, 2023. Okay, that was what, 2 years ago. Here's the goat crap. That's January 2023. All right, here is the conditioner or whatever. These are things that this is like staples of her brand. Canvas Beauty is Canvas Beauty because of this crap right here. That is why Canvas Beauty is Canvas Beauty, because of this right here. Okay. But I remember when she made a post basically stating that everything was out of stock or whatever the case may be, and they wouldn't be able to restock or something. So let's go to the website. You go to the website, all right, and you got all her body glaze stuff, right? But if I'm not mistaken, this was a hair care brand. It's a hair care brand. So let's click here. Okay. We have the hair care oil, which is sold out. Well, and look, we got the full bloom hair follicle booster, which when I first found out about Stormi, I was really interested in the hair follicle booster. I just want to make that known because she liked to say that people were hating on her. I want to make it be known. I was going to purchase this, but somebody said that it made their hair fall out, and that shit scared me. Okay, and then she got the Blossom Serum 2.0. So I wonder what was the difference between this one and this one. Let's see. Okay, this item is out of stock. Okay, it's a 4-ounce bottle of Canvas Hair Blossom Serum. This product is truly one of a kind. Our unique infusion process makes it 100% proprietary. Introducing our signature blossom formula that has helped millions. Okay, the ingredients. Okay, here's the ingredients. Okay, now let's go to the other one because they sold for the same price. Okay, 2.0. Is it? How many ounces is in here? Is it more ounces? Has a pleasant smell. If you don't like how a thinner consistency and a different smell. Combined with OG Canvas Hair Blossom. Okay. So then she tried to make, if y'all don't remember, she put all this crap on sale. Then she came up with 2.0, right? Canvas 2.0. And she tried to sell this shit under Canvas 2.0. And then it just never restocked. Let's see what's in stock. The Edge Bay, the Full Bloom Deep Conditioner, and the Amplifying Shampoo. Should I buy this crap and do a review on it? Do y'all want me to do a review on this? Let's see. Oh, let me not put it in my cart before she. So this is in stock. She got the full bloom. I'm gonna order it and I'm gonna send all this crap right to Here for Hot Tea. P.O. Box. Okay, so going back to the hair. So nothing is in stock. Nothing is in stock. So what happened? You're not gonna get it, remember? Somebody said no, don't get it. These damage control interviews has not helped Stormi because we've been introduced to her real self, right? I remember she didn't say anything about Huntsville. It was said she moved to Huntsville a few years ago, right? 3 years before she got on the show. They not like us Here for Hot Tea. If you get it, she may disclose your information. Girl! So what happened to Body Glaze? Like what? I mean, not Body Glaze. Oh wait, y'all wasn't able to see it. I didn't switch it, my bad. Y'all wasn't able to see it. This is the screen that I was showing. I was showing the website and I was showing the ingredients that was on the actual website. This was the ingredients. I was trying to see what was the difference between the oils. So this was the original Blossom oil. This was the one that she put under Canvas 2.0. So she tried to be strategic, in my opinion, after she got sued, which is why she changed the logo on this as well. Pay attention, y'all. Remember, she came out with Canvas 2.0. Let's go back to her Instagram page and let's find Canvas 2.0. When she started promoting Canvas 2.0. Let's see. Let's scroll. Because y'all know, that's why she blocked me, because I used to do my research and I used to scroll and so I can know what I'm talking about. All right, hold on. Okay. When did things change? I'm thinking this is when things changed, right? This was 51 weeks ago. Well, this was August 10th, 2023. She hasn't posted about Canvas hair anything since February on the business page. But I remember this sale, right? She did the sale and she sold the rest of whatever the hell she had, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to figure out when did she put, okay, this is when she started promoting the Body Glaze. I remember her saying she was going to be viral. And yeah, okay, girl, you proved us wrong. You proved us wrong. You did get viral within however many time, whatever time frame you said. This when she tried to do her That's What's Up with this ugly ass picture looking just like Sid the Ice Age Sloth. Okay, Body Glaze. Here's Canvas, beauty, hair products. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. I remember her promoting Canvas 2.0 somewhere. I don't know why she took it down. She clearly have been taking down pictures. But I'm going to go back and find my other scroll on her page and then see which picture she took down. We don't know what happened to the $50,000 giveaway. I don't know, y'all. I got to do a deep dive on what actually took place with the Canvas Beauty products, because she's not selling any of the Canvas Beauty hair products anywhere. And now I'm interested. Let's see if I can find it in Target. Okay, so it's in Sally's Beauty. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she can't sell it on her website anymore because she has to bump her retail sales up. What do y'all think? Maybe she can't sell it. Maybe she can't sell it on her website because it's affecting her retail sales. Because I see it. I mean, it's in Sally's. Let me see. It's in Sally's. I don't know, y'all. But let me go ahead and end this live. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I saw those hair products one time in the beauty supply and they were all reduced price. You're amazing. Thank you. Alabama took her business license after they saw the dog in her. I remember something about that. Yeah, Apex Funding Source LLC sued Stormi in 2022 for breach of contract. They were requesting 1.6 million in damages. Yeah. Yeah, so that was Apex Funding is her American Express card. But I'm thinking about something else. Can you skip trace a PO box? Maybe the body glaze is easier to produce and get out. Maybe. Click like. Yes, y'all click like on y'all way out. Maybe that's the rest of the stock that those stores have from the bulk order. Right. Maybe. You're right. Maybe so. It doesn't look like people purchase it often. She may not own it anymore. That is what is interesting. I don't think that's what's interesting, actually. Anyways, y'all, let me go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. Don't forget to like on y'all way out. Thanks for watching.